What's up, gang? It is I, Carlton Flowers, your crypto pro.
Yay!
And today we have a very special drop day preview video in mobile style. I'm doing this right from my Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra to save the time from doing editing on the computer because we're so close to the drop date time of 8 a.m. tomorrow morning Pacific time, which is 10 a.m. Central Standard Time here in the great state of Missouri. So I am going to share with you my thoughts about these items in this DC Artist Alley drop, tell you what my strategy will be, and share my thoughts about the values of these items. Now, before we start, for the new people, let me tell you right off the bat, this is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. I don't know your financial situation. Therefore, take this as entertainment and not as financial advice. All right, let's jump straight into it. Let's start out with the first item in this drop, which is the Wonder Woman. Guys, I am so excited to see this first appearance coming on board in this wonderful piece of art. I love the design of all four of these items. Something else I might add, 2 of the 4 of these items get the first appearance tag. That is very important, and it means a potentially higher future value. So with the Wonder Woman, we have 9,999 total. You can compare this to Superman, which was, I believe, a common and had around 8,888. Don't quote me, I might be a little bit off with that number. But we see what happened to Superman. Now, when the Superman drop happened, you could buy as many as you wanted until the numbers were gone. However, this is a blind box drop, and I fully expect this to sell out in a matter of seconds. It is possible that it could sell out within 1 second. Even though we have a pretty good, decent number of items in this drop, with the size of the user base that we have right now, I am not going to be surprised if this does not get vaporized within 1 second. Now, if I do land one of the commons, I will grip this thing in my tight little fist and I will not let it go. And my advice to you is, if you're new and you happen to pull this item, which is a common, don't panic and turn around and sell it on the market. This could end up being a record breaker in the future. Why? Because it's a first appearance and it's a fantastic piece of art. We have not yet to this date seen Wonder Woman on the app. So even though there are 9,999, and then this is the lowest in terms of rarity, it could end up being the most popular item. We just don't know. After the drop is done, I'm going to tell you this. I will attempt to get as many of these off of the market as I can. Generally, when you have a blind box drop, the commons will get thrown up onto the market and people will sell them at below retail price. So if you don't land anything on this drop, don't fret. Don't get upset. Don't think the system is broke. Wait and pick one up on the market. And you don't have to do it right away. Usually the prices will get driven up to the moon in the hours after the drop, and then it will tail off. If you're patient enough and you wait until the next monumental drop to come up, you'll usually see people selling these at fire sale prices because they want the gems for the next shiny thing. All right, so that is the Wonder Woman. I'm very excited about that. Let's move to the next one. What do we have? It is Batgirl. Now, this one is the uncommon, and it drops the total editions down to 8,888. We don't get the FA tag or first appearance because this is the second time that we will see Batgirl show up on the app. The original is the one that is sitting on the safe. I have a few. This is a really neat piece of artwork. I love the scooter. I love the colors. I like the design. If I had to guess, I'm going to tell you that the Wonder Woman is probably going to fetch much higher prices in the future than the Batgirl, simply because it's a first appearance and the total edition count is very close. However, if I do land one of these on the drop, I will not be selling it on the market. I'll keep anything and everything I get for the long haul because I think that these items will be driven up to the moon just like everything else if you have the patience to sit and wait it out. So there we have it. Uncommon at 8,888. Moving right along. Here we have the Supergirl. Second time we've seen Supergirl on the app. So of course it doesn't get a first appearance. However, the total editions has dropped down to 6,888. With that rare tag, we might see a little bit more aggressive movement of the price over the uncommon. However, I still would not be surprised if some people sell this on the app at or below retail. You never know. Certain times you'll see people who are cheating the system and using bots where they will purchase 10, 15, 20 of an item and get rid of everything that does not have a super low number. And they'll get rid of them quickly. And that's why they sell them at or below retail. They want to free up those gems so they can turn right around and get to the next one in line. I don't understand why they do that. Why not wait and at least get the retail price? But some people will just sell it off quickly and set it at as low of a price as possible to churn the gems and get them right back into their wallet. So there's the Supergirl. I love the artwork. I like the colors. And I love just the cartoony style of these items. They're fun looking, and I think people are going to want to have them. I really like that style. Let's move on up to the last, but certainly not least, it is the ultra rare Hawkgirl. This one gets the first appearance tag, and we drop down to only 3,888 editions. This one, I believe, is going to break the bank. And if you want to shop and compare, you might want to go back and look at the Storm drop. Compare the number for the ultra rare on Storm with what we have on Hawkgirl. I am thinking that Hawkgirl could fetch higher numbers than what Storm did after the drop. After the Storm drop, the price on the ultra rare was as high as 420 gems from my observation. However, that price has dipped all the way down to 250. I ended up buying one for 275 gems just yesterday, and it was a 3-number edition. Wow. All right. Hawkgirl, I believe, will do better than Storm because there's only one. And with 3,888 and no other variants but this one, that's going to increase the value. Besides the fact that I love the artwork. This is a very unique piece, and I think it will be very popular. So I really wish you good luck in opening up one of your boxes if you land one on the drop to find a Hawkgirl. If you do, congratulations. I certainly will try my best to land one of these. Now, when the drop happens, you'll be lucky if you get one. If you can click quickly in 1/10 of a second, or at least say 1/5 of a second, you might have a good chance of getting an item from this drop because we have enough editions that it shouldn't sell out in 1/10 of a second. But as I said before, with all the new users, anything is possible. If you don't get one on the drop, don't give up. Get a rebound. If you want to know what that means, watch the videos from those who teach drop day strategy. I would highly recommend that you check out the Gale and VeVe Vault. Chris will compile all of the tricks, tips, and strategies for each type of drop, demonstrating on the screen how he does them, how he handles those drops, and you can learn ahead of time and know what to do. I suggest that you practice, maybe download the VeVe Dropaholic app if you have an Android device, and see what it's like, how the format will appear on the screen, and know what to expect before the drop. When you prepare and you practice, you increase your chances of landing an item. You can check out links to the Gale and to VeVe Vault in the description below. Study those videos tonight, increase your skills, and then be ready an hour ahead of time and apply everything that you learn, all of the advice that they give. Get your gems ready ahead of time and be on the app an hour before the drop happens, and you will increase your chances of landing an item. And let me say it again. If you don't get one, don't panic, don't be upset. Hang in there, go for a rebound, and then wait it out and snag one on the market. If the prices get shot up in the initial hours, wait a while. It'll come back to you. Each and every time that I miss one on a drop and buy prematurely, I find that the price comes all the way back down to what I was really willing to pay if I wait long enough. As soon as the next monumental drop comes up, there will be a gem squeeze. In other words, everyone will be scrambling to get gems. And to do that, they'll sell items in their vaults at dirt cheap prices. There will be a fire sale. The next monumental drop will give you your chance to come back and land some of these items if you don't get one tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Pacific time. That's all I've got for now. I will let you know how I do after the drop. And stay tuned because I've got a new video coming out where I'm going to let you know about a milestone that I achieved just last night with my collection. And I'm going to talk about how I've changed my strategy just a little bit. I've tweaked it, and I'm going to make an analogy about this app and these NFT items that you haven't heard before. I came up with this idea after discussing strategy with a gentleman that is in my Telegram group. And looking at what he was doing, the light bulb came on in my head. And I thought to myself, wow, why did I not think of this before? I'll be ready to share all that with you. So like and subscribe so you don't miss the video and turn on your notifications. It's going to be a good one. That's all I've got for now. This is Carlton, and I am out.